Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So, Scare Miguel is over. Chad lost, confused, don't know what's going on. All that bitching and whining he did, I ain't got time for it, and I didn't want to hear it. And I didn't hear it. I fast forwarded. Chad, you was warned. I mean, Steve warned you, Kayla warned you. You already know living in Salem, you can't trust one DNA test. You better do about 5 of them. Jennifer warned you. JJ ain't even much want to meet her. Julie Besley warned you. Everybody tried to warn you. And the fact that Clyde had his finger in this somehow, you should have been extra suspicious. But nah, you want your wife back. You don't care she got a new face. I want my wife back and I want her now. Now look at you. Sitting up there looking pitiful, pathetic, and crying and whining. I mean, you was warned. Clyde should have been the big hint for you to say, yeah, can we run another DNA test to confirm this, please? No, we gonna believe one DNA test, knowing that this is Salem. People love playing with results, blood work, anything they can play with, they're gonna play with. You trust to believe one DNA test, and then once it all come out in the open, you realize it was all Clyde this time. That's not really Abigail. There was a brother-sister duo who hooked you and believing that was Abigail, even though the warning signs was there. She didn't. Chad, your biggest warning sign and the one that put the nail in the coffin for you should have been that woman didn't even much want to touch you. You want to kiss and hug and love on that woman. Did you not see how cold she was to you? How she always found a way to push you off her. Didn't want to be around you at first. Like, come on, Chad. See, this is why all that whining you did, whatever day that was, Wednesday or Thursday, I said, oh, this Chad whining. I ain't got time. Look, once you warn and once you be a sucker, you a sucker. And I only have sympathy for so much and for so long. I think I lost the sympathy when you went to Paris. I think all of it disappeared around that time. Y'all was planning the Paris trip. Then you want to run your crazy behind around here. Oh, we gonna tell the kids that Abigail is alive, trying to hurt them kids. I think after that and the kids thing and Leo put it out there and then she mentioned Paris and oh yeah, let's go to Paris and get married. Let's see, can we spark up some memories? I lost all interest and all hope in you catching on, realizing that this was a whole entire scam. It's a shame that Steve had to take a whole flight all the way to Paris, bust the person upside the head with the duo over him, and tell you once again that it's not Abigail. Like, at this point, I tell you to pick a crazy. Are you 1, 2, or 3? Are you foolish? Are you stupid? Or are you dumb? Because you're one of those. There's no gray area here. You had every single warning sign possible. But then again, you still obsessed over Abigail. So, you know what? I might catch a little bit more sympathy for you. I forgot you was obsessed with Abigail for a whole year. Post Stephanie had to be an instant mom and instant lost the kids. And the kids then lost another mother figure. So I forgot you was obsessed over Abigail and still are. That's how you was easily duped the way you was. Because you still obsessed with Abigail. You didn't care whether she had a new face, new voice, new body, new shoes, new feet, you didn't care at this point. You wanted Abigail back and you so-called got her back. Even though everybody warned you, you still didn't pay attention. And then you gonna have the audacity and nerves to gonna tell her, I don't feel sorry for you. I'ma make you pay for this. Okay, since we're making people pay here, who gonna pay you back for falling for this scam? Who is gonna pay you back for almost hurting them children all over again over the loss of their mother? Who is gonna pay you back for all that? Who? You wanna pay her back for scamming you, but you was with to make the children hurt all over again and mourn the loss of their mother yet again. You fine. Them kids not gonna take it that easily like you taking it. So who is gonna make you pay for trying to make them kids suffer by telling them that this scam over here is their mother? So who is gonna make you pay, Chad? And you should have known something was funky the way y'all found John, then y'all found her. Y'all didn't know who she was. You brung her back to Salem, did one DNA test, and you was cool with it. Even though Steve, Marlena, everybody tried to warn you. You might want to slow down, take it slow. Didn't Jack even warn him, take it slow? This might be a plot of Clyde plan. This might be this a little too suspicious. Notice how Jack and Jennifer ran back to wherever they went at. I think not Philly. It's on my tongue. I can't say it. Notice how they ran back where they came from and left you here. Notice how the family was acting weird and strange. Like I said, Chad, I'm sorry. I can't. I feel sorry for you that you got duped yet again by Clyde. However, you kind of put your own foot in that sand. You kind of put your own foot in that hole by falling for this scam, even though you knew Clyde had his hand in it all the way along. So let's move along from there and go to Fiona. EJ, you is a sorry excuse of a DA. All you good for is arresting your enemies at this point. How you let trash come in there and one-up you and make you drop the charges, even though I would have went along with it, I would have got a conviction. You basically let a woman in a car that was loaded and wasted run over somebody and then get away with it. Even after you chased off the Brady, the wrong... EJ, Paulina, please find another DA and quick. While you worrying about Chanel and Johnny, your biggest concern and biggest word should be getting EJ out as DA. Like Trash said, you gonna look like a fool yet again, cause it's another big case you let go yet again. It's just like EJ, at this point, buddy, you basically good just arresting your enemies, not getting no convictions. Yeah, you got a conviction over Gabby. Yeah, you got a conviction over whoever that other I forgot. You got one Gabby and I forgot who else. That's your one-hit wonder. This was a non-enemy and you still let her go. How you let Trash outwit you, outsmart you, and basically played you and made you let this woman go, who still haven't learned their lesson, by the way. First thing they do when they get out, get a drink in their hand. Paulina, you way overdue. We don't care. You go get somebody for Chicago at this point. EJ need to be gone. Let him try to blackmail you, do his worst or whatever. Let him try it. Please get EJ from DA. He don't need that job in the first place. He got way too many enemies. That case might have been circumstantial, but you could at least try to get something out of it. I mean, even if you tried, you ain't even much try. You better let DA try. Well, Old DA trash outwit you, outplay you, outsmart you, manipulate you, and made you look like a dummy. Now, EJ, I ain't gonna say that you don't deserve this job, but EJ, at this point, you need to do way better with yourself at this point, because that is ridiculous. I don't understand how you let her go that easily. Even if I wouldn't have won, I would have at least tried, or at least go in the courtroom swinging with my best shots. I wouldn't have cared. The judge would have cussed me out, told me off, or whatever. Wasting taxpayer money, I wouldn't have gave a damn. I wouldn't have gave up on her so easily. I would have got something out of her. Rather, if it's holding her in jail and sending her to court, rather I won or lost, I would have done something. It's a shame, EJ, that you suck as a DA. You let your emotions run wild, and even if you wouldn't have won, well, you probably wouldn't have won in the first place. This case was all over the place from the jump. First you was out to Brady offering him 10 years, then you tried to throw it on Sarah. Then once the truth finally came out, and plus Xander had way, Fiona threatened to throw her down the stairs because she knew the truth. Like I said, you could at least tried, EJ. I mean, a try don't hurt nobody. But to let her go like that, EJ, you a sad excuse of a DA. Xander, now, I'm with you with trying to make your wild walk again. But do we really want to try this with an experimental drug from Dr. Roth of all people? Do we really want to try that? You wouldn't have thrown away all of Victor's legacy, all because Dr. Roth and Kristen promised you a serum that could make Sarah walk again. You wouldn't have thrown away your livelihood, your daughter's livelihood, everybody's livelihood basically, over a serum that Dr. Roth. Xander, I don't blame Justin for overturning you, and I don't know what the hell Rex doing there again. Shouldn't he be arrested? Oh wait, he out. Never mind. I mean Philip. Shouldn't Philip be arrested or something? So y'all easing him back in here, cause he the one that stopped Xander. Whatever, however that play out. But anyways though, Xander, you kinda crazy on that one. Even though it might work, I couldn't see myself throwing away my father's company like that. Oh, hell no. Like you wouldn't have thrown away your whole family company all over a serum that may or may not work right away. And who knows, it might work, but it might take a year later to work. Like Xander, that was a big risk to take. So why Justin stopped you and had Philip come in, I can understand it. That was a little ridiculous and a lot of too extreme for my liking. And yeah, you was doing way too much there, buddy. Like that is too much, Xander. Like you not thinking, obviously. You want your wife back walking. You want her back. You know, you want her live back, but she got her live. It just gonna be in a wheelchair. Sarah live now. The end of Sarah live because, like Xander, you were losing your mind obviously, and you wasn't thinking. This is Dr. Roth we talking about, for crying out loud, and you were in the test that. And hoping and praying it works. Might not work from now to next year, but you wouldn't take that risk. And who says this mess gonna work? You don't even much know if it will work right away or not. So you just taking a whole big old risk or what? I don't get it, Xander. I understand where you... nah, Xander. You doing too much with that. Johnny and this fallout. Oh, Johnny, you really put your cookie in the sand this time, buddy. I mean, yeah, the first 1-2 times. Oh, baby, you really done it this time. calling her a cheating slut and accusing her of doing something she wasn't doing, even though she was sneaking around him, planning this party for you. You best to let your emotions and your anger and your insecurities get the best of you. And Chanel didn't do a good job. For you embarrassing me like that, I would have stuck your whole head in the cake. That's what I would have did. Leo, Bonnie, and that doctor, they wouldn't have been eating that cake, because your whole face would have been in that cake if it was me. For her to stick her hands in there and throw it at, oh no, And Sheenie must do a good job at that. If anything, I would have grabbed 2 chunks of that cake and smeared it all over your face, or at least grab your head and push it in that cake. That's what I would have did. Then once you realized you were a fool and it was Stephanie and Alice, then once you realize you let your emotions get the best of it, I don't think you getting Chanel back anytime soon. I mean, you let your insecurities get the best of you. And baby, cheating slut, oh no. I don't think you getting her back, buddy. You gonna have to work a miracle here. You gonna have to woo her, and I mean woo her hard. You gonna have to pull something out of your ass for this one, Johnny, because yeah, Johnny, there's no coming back from that one. I mean, yeah, you should have been more open and vocal with your wife about that. Yeah, you should have made it clear to her that you still a little jealous. So you could have did a whole lot better than accuse that woman of cheating and then calling that woman names. And embarrassing her in front of everybody, in front of the body and soul. Said you could have did a whole lot worse than you did a whole lot worse than you shouldn't have done. I should say you could at least say that for the bedroom, a private sector. I mean, you shouldn't have said the words in the first place. Let's put it like that. But for Johnny, you really messed up. And poor Sarah over there, Stephanie over there, she embarrassed and don't know what to do with herself over there. Poor thing got to be outed out like that. Just to clear Chanel, she had to be outed. And poor Stephanie over there, I know, ooh. See, I would have had to swing on Johnny too, Stephanie. You should have swung on him too at that point. Clawed his eyes out or something. Not you trying to have fun in the bed, in the hospital bed. Then you got this jealous thing over here accusing his wife for cheating on you. Then you got to be outed out because this one over here jealous and thinking it was his. Like, that whole situation was a hot mess from the. Poor Johnny, get it together. Is that all what happened besides Marlena basically ending Hattie's scene? Johnny, EJ, Fiona out, fall out from Scam Miguel. I think that's all that happened. And this part, oh yeah, Gabby and Stephen gonna end up getting back together. But somebody hear that rain on that parade because somebody was choking Stephen out before it went off. Can't wait to see what that involves, or if that Clyde, or if that got to be Clyde, or something. That's something. But anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Have a good weekend, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye.